95 million Americans sat glued to their TVs, watching a white Ford Bronco crawl down the freeway, police trailing behind, and inside was the most famous murder suspect in America. It's a sentence that sounds like the opening line of a movie, but it wasn't fiction. It was real. June 17, 1994. A date etched into American pop culture. A day when everything stopped. Restaurants turned their televisions to one channel. Offices paused their work. Families gathered in living rooms. Neighbors peeked into each other's windows. And in bars across the country, strangers stood shoulder to shoulder, all staring at the same surreal scene. A white Ford Bronco crawling along the 405 freeway in Los Angeles. Behind it, a parade of police cars. Above it, news helicopters broadcasting the images live to the world. And inside that Bronco, in the back seat, sat O.J. Simpson. Not just any man. O.J. was a football legend, a Heisman Trophy winner, a Hall of Famer. He was the star of commercials, movies, and a household name across America. He was beloved, admired even by people who had never watched a single football game. But on that Friday night, O.J. wasn't the smiling star from the TV screens. He wasn't the man running through airports in commercials or charming audiences on talk shows. He was the prime suspect in a double homicide, the brutal murders of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman. And as the sun went down in Los Angeles, O.J. sat in the back of that Bronco with a gun in his hand, and the entire nation watching. This wasn't just a police chase. This was theater. This was history. And this, as the world would soon learn, was only the opening act of what would be called the trial of the century. But how did one of America's most celebrated athletes end up here? What happened in those 5 days leading up to that chase? And why did the whole country stop to watch? To understand that, we need to rewind back to the crime that started it all. June 12, 1994. It was a quiet Sunday night in Brentwood, one of Los Angeles's most affluent neighborhoods. Palm-lined streets, manicured lawns, and million-dollar homes gave the impression of peace and security. But behind the front gates of 875 South Bundy Drive, something unthinkable was about to happen. At around midnight, neighbors heard the frantic barking of Nicole Brown Simpson's dog. When they went outside to check, they discovered a scene that would shock not only Los Angeles but the entire nation. Nicole Brown Simpson, just 35 years old, the mother of 2 young children, lay dead near the walkway of her condominium. Close by was 25-year-old Ron Goldman, a waiter at Mezzaluna Trattoria, the restaurant where Nicole had eaten dinner that evening. Ron wasn't supposed to die that night. He had simply gone to Nicole's house to return a pair of sunglasses her mother had left behind. The discovery was brutal, but we won't linger on graphic details here. What's important to understand is this. Police immediately believed these murders were personal. This wasn't random. This wasn't a burglary gone wrong. It felt targeted, intimate, rage-driven. And in cases like this, detectives usually start with the people closest to the victim. And all eyes turned to one man, Nicole's ex-husband, O.J. Simpson. Now here's where the story takes a darker turn. O.J. and Nicole's marriage had been troubled. Friends described a relationship filled with volatility, arguments, jealousy, and instances of alleged domestic abuse. Police had been called to their home more than once. Nicole had confided in friends that she feared O.J. Even after their divorce in 1992, their connection remained toxic and tense. So when detectives learned Nicole was dead, suspicion naturally fell on O.J. Simpson. By the next morning, June 13th, detectives were already closing in. They interviewed O.J., who gave shifting accounts of where he had been that night. They noticed a cut on his hand. Evidence began stacking up quickly. Blood drops, footprints, and a glove later found at his estate. It was more than enough to convince prosecutors that O.J. Simpson needed to be arrested and charged with double homicide. But here's where things get interesting. Instead of storming his mansion in a dramatic takedown, prosecutors and police agreed on something else. They wanted O.J. to surrender peacefully. So, they gave him until 11 a.m. on June 17, 1994 to turn himself in. Cameras were already waiting at Parker Center, LAPD headquarters. The plan was simple. OJ would walk in, be processed, and the legal battle would begin. But as you'll see in a moment, OJ had very different plans. Because when that 11 a.m. deadline came, OJ didn't walk through the police station doors. He disappeared. And what happened next set the entire city of Los Angeles and the nation into chaos. Stay with me because this is where the story spirals out of control. June 17, 1994. By 9 a.m., media vans lined the streets outside Parker Center, LAPD headquarters. Reporters held microphones. Photographers tested their cameras. The expectation was clear. O.J. Simpson, one of the most famous men in America, was about to surrender to police. At 11 a.m., the deadline arrived. But there was no O.J. Inside the police station, prosecutors and detectives grew restless. Outside, reporters grew louder, their questions filling the air. Where was he? Why hadn't he shown up? By noon, confusion gave way to panic. O.J. Simpson wasn't just late. He was gone. That's when Robert Kardashian, yes, the same Kardashian whose family would later become reality TV royalty, stepped out in front of the press. In his hand, he carried a folded piece of paper. It was O.J.'s handwriting. A note. Kardashian's voice trembled as he began to read. O.J. insisted he wasn't guilty. He wrote about his love for his family and his desire not to drag his friends down with him. But the tone of the letter felt eerily like a goodbye. At one point, O.J. wrote, "Don't feel sorry for me. I've had a good life." The crowd of reporters gasped. This wasn't the confident surrender everyone expected. This was a man who sounded like he was preparing for the end. By now, LAPD had declared O.J. Simpson officially a fugitive. A nationwide alert went out. Police helicopters began circling. Every news channel in Los Angeles ran constant coverage. The pressure was mounting by the minute. And then came the tip that flipped the entire city upside down. A white Ford Bronco, owned by O.J.'s longtime friend and former teammate, L.A.C. Cowlings, had been spotted on the road. O.J. was inside, and what police learned next raised the stakes even higher. O.J. wasn't just running. He was sitting in the back seat of that Bronco holding a gun to his own head. So what do you do if you're the LAPD? Do you storm the car and risk triggering a tragedy? Or follow it carefully and risk the entire city watching a live suicide on television? What happened next was unlike anything the world had ever seen. Friday evening, June 17th. Rush hour traffic. Los Angeles freeways jammed with commuters heading home. Suddenly, a white Ford Bronco is spotted heading north on Interstate 5. Nothing unusual about a Bronco in the mid-90s, until you notice the police cruisers tailing it. One car, then two, then 10. The license plate confirmed it. This wasn't just any Bronco. This was Al Cowlings' Bronco. And in the back seat was O.J. Simpson. Police quickly learned the situation inside the SUV was volatile. O.J. had a gun pressed to his head, telling Cowlings that if he stopped the car, if the police tried to rush them, he would pull the trigger. This wasn't a chase where officers could slam a car off the road or throw down spike strips. One wrong move and the most famous man in America might kill himself, live on national television. So instead of racing at high speeds, the convoy slowed. The Bronco rolled at just 35 miles an hour. It wasn't fast. It wasn't reckless. It was slow, methodical, almost like time had slowed down with it. But above them, Dozens of helicopters buzzed through the sky. Television stations cut into programming. Suddenly, millions of Americans were watching this strange, almost surreal pursuit unfold. Here's where it got bizarre. Drivers on the freeway began to realize who was in that Bronco. People pulled over on the shoulder, waving. Some held signs that read, "Go OJ." Others shouted encouragement like this was some kind of sporting event. Can you imagine? A man suspected of double murder, being cheered on by strangers as he fled police. But that's exactly what happened. Cars slowed to let the Bronco pass. People climbed out of their vehicles, pointing and yelling. One man waved a giant homemade banner from an overpass. Another brought his kids to watch. It was chaos, and all of it broadcast live. And here's the thing, nobody knew how this would end. Was OJ going to surrender peacefully? Or would America witness a live suicide? Right there on the freeway. That uncertainty is what glued people to their TVs. Because with every passing minute, the stakes kept rising. Inside the Bronco, OJ reportedly spoke to friends on a cell phone. Remember, this was 1994. Cell phones were rare. He told them he was sorry. He asked to speak to his mother. He sounded desperate, broken. Meanwhile, LAPD tried to control the situation. They cleared traffic from freeways. They held back, keeping their distance so they wouldn't provoke OJ. But that slow-motion parade of flashing lights only made it more surreal. From the ground, it looked like something out of a movie. From the air, the line of police cars seemed endless. And here's the kicker, America couldn't look away. NBC, CBS, ABC, CNN, every major network cut their normal programming. Even the NBA Finals, Game 5 between the Knicks and the Rockets, was interrupted. One side of the screen showed the biggest basketball game of the year. The other showed a white Bronco creeping up the 405. And viewers? They were locked in. One Nielsen estimate says that nearly 95 million people tuned in. That's more than the Super Bowl, more than the Olympics, more than most presidential debates. Think about that. One man, one car, driving slowly down a freeway, and it stopped America cold. But this chase wasn't just about where the Bronco was going. It was about how it might end. Because after 2 long hours of suspense, OJ's ride finally pulled off the freeway. And where it went next raised the tension to its absolute peak. By 8 p.m., the white Bronco turned off the freeway. Police officers tightened their grip on their radios. This was it. The vehicle slowly wound its way through Brentwood, the familiar neighborhood where OJ had once jogged freely, signed autographs for neighbors, and smiled for cameras. But this wasn't that OJ. This was a man cornered, a man armed, a man on the edge. As the Bronco pulled onto Rockingham Avenue and into OJ's driveway, the atmosphere shifted from spectacle to crisis. Police swarmed. SWAT teams took positions. Sharpshooters aimed their rifles. Helicopters hovered directly overhead, their spotlights flooding the mansion in blinding white light. Every news network cut their audio feeds and held their breath. Was this about to turn into a live broadcast of a man's final moments? The Bronco came to a stop, but OJ didn't get out. Minutes stretched into an eternity. Officers yelled commands. Nothing. Negotiators made calls. Nothing. Inside the vehicle, OJ sat in the back seat, clutching a .357 Magnum revolver. Beside him, Al Cowlings pleaded with police not to make a move. Friends and family members were rushed to the scene. They got on the phone with OJ, begging him to step outside, to think of his children, to think of his mother. The tension was unbearable. Every second, millions of viewers held their breath. Was this going to end in gunfire? Was OJ about to take his life in front of the entire world? Then, just before 9 p.m., the back door of the Bronco cracked open. Slowly, OJ Simpson emerged. He wasn't holding a gun. He wasn't fighting. He was exhausted, defeated. Police swarmed him instantly, placing him under arrest. For the first time that day, Los Angeles exhaled. When investigators searched the Bronco, what they found raised even more questions. In the back were $8,750 in cash, a fake mustache and goatee disguise, a change of clothes, a fake passport, and the loaded revolver OJ had held to his head. Was he planning to flee the country? To disappear forever? Or had he been preparing to die that night? No one knew for sure. But one thing was certain. The chase was over. And yet, in many ways, the real story was only beginning. What happened on June 17, 1994, was unlike anything America had ever seen. Nearly 95 million people tuned in to watch a man in a white Bronco drive slowly down the freeway. That's more than the Super Bowl, more than the Olympics, more than the moon landing replayed in prime time. It was a moment that revealed something unsettling about American culture. This wasn't just a news event. It was entertainment. It was celebrity. It was crime and tragedy, packaged into a live broadcast that people couldn't turn away from. Bars erupted with cheers when OJ waved at crowds. Families argued in living rooms, some convinced he was innocent, others certain he was guilty. For many, it wasn't just about OJ Simpson. It was about race, fame, justice, and the media. In that one night, America's obsession with true crime and live television fused together. Reality TV wasn't a big thing yet. But the Bronco chase? That was reality TV before reality TV even existed. And it set the stage for what would follow, the trial of the century. A year-long courtroom drama broadcast day after day, dividing the nation and captivating the world. But here's the thing. Long before the verdict, long before the glove that didn't fit, long before the defense dream team, America had already chosen its side. And it all began with a slow-moving Bronco. When people look back on June 17th, they don't just remember the chase. They remember where they were when it happened. They remember sitting on their couch, at a bar, in front of a TV, and watching history unfold in real time. It's a reminder of how fame can twist tragedy into spectacle, how one man's fall from grace can become the entire nation's obsession, and how sometimes the truth gets lost in the chase. The Bronco didn't give us answers about Nicole Brown Simpson or Ron Goldman. It didn't deliver justice or closure or peace, but it gave us an unforgettable show. So now I'll leave you with this. Do you think OJ was planning to vanish and start a new life that night? Or do you believe he intended to end it all in the back of that Bronco? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them. And if you found this story gripping, make sure you subscribe for more true crime breakdowns, where the line between entertainment and tragedy is razor thin, and reality is stranger than fiction. Because sometimes history doesn't play out in a courtroom. Sometimes it plays out on a freeway, in front of 95 million people.
I swear to you, I'll give you I'll give you my whole body.
Okay.
I just need to get to my house.
Okay.
I live with Nicole.
We're going to do that. Just throw the gun out the window.
I can't do that.
We're not going to bother you. We're going to let you go up there. Just throw it out the window. Please, you're scaring everybody. OJ, you there?
This is for me. This is not to keep you guys away from me. This
I know
is for
that.
me.
Nobody's going to hurt
This
you.
is for me.
Okay, it's for you. I know that, but do it for you.
This is for me, for me.
I
That's
know
all.
that. I know that, but do it for the kids too, will you?
Yeah.
Think of your kids.
Yeah.
Please, just toss it out. You're scaring everybody, man.
No, I'm not going to hurt anybody.
I know you're not going to hurt anybody,
I need it
but
for me.
I know you're not, man.
I'm just going to go with me.
Please, you're scaring everybody, though. You're scaring them.
Just tell them I'm all sorry. You can tell them later on today and tomorrow that I was sorry, and that I'm sorry that I did this to the police department.
Listen, I think you should tell them yourself, and I don't want to have to tell your kids that. Your kids need you.
I've already said goodbye to my kids.
Listen, no, we're not going to say goodbye to your kids. You're going to see them again. You want to see them again. Please, you're scaring us. You're scaring them. Please, man.
Hey, you've been a good guy too, man.
Thanks,
I know you're doing your job. You went
I
honest with
appreciate
me right
that.
from the beginning, just saying you're doing your job.
Listen.
I know you do a good job.
Okay, thank you, but there's a lot of people that love you. Don't throw it all away. Don't throw it all away.
I can't take this.
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I can't.
You got your whole family out here.
I can't.
They love you, man. Don't throw this away. Don't do this. They love you. Don't do it, OJ. It's going to work itself out. It's going to work. It's going to work. You're listening to me, I know you, and you're thinking about your kids right now, aren't you? Aren't you?
Oh.
They're thinking about you. They're thinking about you. So is your mother. Your mother loves you. Everybody loves you. Don't do this. I know you're thinking.
Oh.
Man, just throw it out the window. And nobody's going to get hurt.
I'm the only one that deserves.
No, you don't deserve that.
Get hurt.
You do not deserve to get hurt. You do not deserve to get hurt. Don't do this.
All I did was love Nicole. That's all I did was love her.
I understand.
I love everybody. I try to show everybody my whole life that I love everybody.
We know that. And everybody loves you. Especially your family, your mother, your kids, all of your friends, AC. Everybody does. Don't do this. Just put it down or throw it out the window. And this will all go away. It's going to be a lot better tomorrow, believe me. Please. We'll let you go up to the house, but we need you to throw that out the window.
Yeah.
We'll let you go up there, but we need you to throw the gun out the window. Please.
You see it, take it from me when I get home.
What, if you throw it out the window, they're not going to have to do that. Okay? Hello? OJ, you still there? Yeah, Jay, it's Tom again. Hang it up, huh? Hey, it's going to be better tomorrow. Get rid of the gun. Toss it, please. Too many people love you, man. Don't give it all up. Don't hurt everybody. You're going to hurt everybody.
I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to go with Nicole. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm trying to do.
Think about everybody else, all right?
I couldn't do it on a freeway. I couldn't do it in a field. I want to do it at her grave. I want to do it at my house.
You're not going to do anything. Too many people love you. Your kids, your mother, your friends, AC, everybody. You got the whole world. Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away, man. Come on. OJ? Hello? Lost him again. OJ, it's Tom again. How you doing?
Nothing. You just tell them at my house. I know they're all over the place with guns and stuff.
They're not going to do it.
Let them know I'm not coming there to hurt any of them.
Okay, they know that. Okay. And they don't want to hurt you. You going to go to the house?
That's why I told you we weren't. You know, you just let them all know. You let the police know. You let them all know. I wasn't running.
I know you weren't running. I know you weren't running.
I was trying to go to Nicole's grave.
I know you weren't running.
And now
I know you weren't, man, but you got everybody scared.
Yeah.
You got us all scared with a gun, man.
And I'm sorry I made the police look bad by not showing up.
Hey, we don't care. That's not a problem. You know what the important thing is here? Is that you don't hurt everybody and break their hearts.
I'm not going to hurt anybody.
You're going to break somebody's heart is what you're going to do.
I know if I hurt somebody, I'm not going to hurt
anybody. And I'm talking your mother and I'm talking your kids. Don't do this. Listen, you've been a man all your life. Don't stop now, OJ. Don't give in now. Juice, don't give in now. You've been a man all your life. You're admired. Don't give it up. You're listening to me and you're thinking. I know you're thinking. You're tired too, aren't you? Huh?
I'm so tired.
I know.
I just want to be with Nicole.
You don't need to be with Nicole. You need to be with your family and with your kids. You don't need to be with Nicole. All right? That doesn't need to be done now. You need your kids, and your kids need you. Don't do this to them. You're hurting everybody, man. You're being selfish with your kids, man. Don't do it. When did you see the kids last, Juice?
AC pulled me in my driveway.
I know. I see you. I see you. Please, toss the gun. Juice, just toss it. Come on, man. Just toss it, please. All right? Juice, just toss the gun. All right. Who is that out there? All right, just toss it, Juice. He's just trying to help. He's just trying to help, man. He's just trying to help. Juice, come on, just toss it. It's okay. Hey. No. Hey, man, don't. Don't. Juice. Juice, come on. Juice. You there? Up. Hey, pick it up, Juice. Juice.
Listen to me, OJ. Listen to me.
Juice, I'm still here. Juice. Juice, don't do it. Juice. Hey. Juice, pick it up. Pick it up. OJ, pick it up. Listen to him. OJ, listen to him. OJ, listen to him. Listen to him.